to Big Game Hunter. Yes, me and Big Game Al went on a game hunt, and we did pretty well. I think we have, well, I have about 52 games here, I think there is to show. A small selection from, well, I'll say small selection, a good selection from Al, which he gifted me, or we did a trade. And then just, yeah, a whole host of stuff from around my local. As Al came up to see me, and we went game hunting, and we actually went to a couple of places. And met up with someone as well, which was good. So yeah, it was a really good day. Thanks Al for coming down. Most of it is 360. We do have a Wii game. There's a couple of OG Xbox games though, so I did actually find a couple, so that was nice to add to that collection. Some Xbox One stuff, some PS3, and that was about it, because we were mostly looking really for 360 and what have you. So we went all over the place, so I'll just do it in order of how the day went, and yeah, so bits messed in here, there and everywhere. So like I say, Al came down, but before that, I'm just going to get these four out of the way, because I picked these up on the way to work, I don't know, last week or something, and I found these in the charity shop. I couldn't leave them, they're £1 each. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with them. I might keep them, kind of like the quirkiness of them. This one, I've got nothing special, but £1. Resident Evil 6. Do like my Resident Evils, all complete. I think I have the 5th one on PS3, so just have the 6th one as well. I didn't mind this game. A lot of people didn't like it. You play as 3 different characters and 3 different kind of game styles. So Leon is a more traditional Resident Evil. Then you've got Chris, which is just full on action. And then the other guy who is new, and I can't remember his name now, but you play him with Sherry, because they're all co-op kind of missions. So you have a partner as well. Jake, is it? Something like that, his name. His is kind of mixed between both, so it's a bit of traditional Resident Evil and a bit more action as well. It's, yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I liked it. And everybody knows about the symbol on the front. Anyway, the other one we got was Dead Island Special Edition, and that was £1. And that includes all the kind of DLC and bits with that as well. Some exclusive weapons and what have you. I've got these on the 360, but yeah, I've not seen this one before. It's the Game of the Year edition of Sniper Elite V2, and got bonus content, 5 additional DLC packs, which I've not actually played on the 360. I've done the base game, finished that, but not played the right Assassinate the Führer and all that kind of stuff. So I might keep this and go through that again and do that. So there was those, and then I have got one eBay. Yes, I've actually bought some off eBay. I never buy off eBay, but I think Al tagged me in this and said, "Oh, this is up. Do you need this?" Because it was really cheap, and I can't even remember how much I paid for it now. A couple of quid, but it's like a £10–15 game, top of my head, I can't remember, but Just Dance 3 Special Edition on the 360 for Kinect, and this is in absolutely beautiful condition. Like, it is brand new. It's got all its flyers and stuff in there, manual and obviously game, and yeah, so got a good bargain on that. I think it was actually on a bid, but no one else bidded, so I bidded like the lowest price. I think I got it for like 99p, top of my head. I can't remember, it's something stupid, but yeah, it's quite a reasonably priced game. So I got those just before Al coming up, and then Al came up. Here we go. So we've been talking for ages. Every time, you know, Al, he buys bundles and bundles, and obviously buying bundles, you get a lot of duplicates all the time. So he puts in the groups, does anybody need these, what have you, and every now and then there'll be a game or two that I need, and I'll say, oh yeah, need that, need that. So he's done me a pile, and then obviously I'll do the same, and I had a few games for him. So we did a swap over, a little bit of a trade. Al's given me more than what I've passed on to him, so I'm still in his debt. I still owe him a few games. We'll get that sorted. We are meeting up again soon, so maybe then. But yeah, one was actually a pop figure. He got cheap, I think, in like Tesco or somewhere. They were selling them off really cheap. And he got a couple, so I said, yeah, I'll have one of them. And I didn't realise, it's obviously from the new set, but from the new game, Halo Infinite, which obviously isn't even out yet. So it actually comes with a code in there for some kind of DLC or game add-on. Yeah, no idea what that's going to be, because obviously the game's been delayed a bit, so we'll see. Hopefully that'll still work. But yeah, there's only 3 in that set, a Master Chief and 2 Spartans. I did actually see the Master Chief while we were out, and it was actually the active camo one, so it was all cloaked. But I left it, it was 20. I might pick that one up. I don't pick pops up very often anymore, but Halo ones I would definitely go for and get some of them. The sun has just gone in and it started pissing it down. I've been waiting all morning to get some decent light and sun for the sun to come round. The sun's just come round and it started raining as a freaking dark shadow again. Typical. Right. Other bits that Al got me 2 manuals for games that I'm missing, so I've got a little pile of games that I need manuals for. One was just FIFA 14, so it was just literally a slip of paper, and one for WW2K14, so they will complete them games. Thank you, Al. That's 2 more out of that pile done. And then the games he had for me as a bit of a trade. So we've got Disney Infinity 2.0. That is all there. I've not actually played any of them type of games yet. F1 2014. I've got a couple of these now. There's still a few I need for the F1 set. Bird's going mental. I don't know if you can hear her. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 10. There, got it. I actually only have the 2 expensive games of Tiger Woods, so I need all the cheaper ones. They're easy enough to find, like 50p, whatever. Bit nice to get one of them. Shaun White skateboarding. I think I have the snowboarding one. That needs a case replacement. That is fine. Get plenty of them. Injustice Gods Among Us. So fighting with obviously the DC heroes. Kind of Batman and all that doesn't come with a manual. That needs a case replacement as well. I have seen the steelbook of this, but every time I see it, it's dented and battered. So got the normal version for now. And this is in absolutely fantastic condition. This is like new. So really happy with this one. It is The Wolf Among Us, Telltale's game. This is based on like fables such as well, it's got a bit of everything in there. So he plays the big bad wolf, and you're trying to track down Snow White's killer. And yeah, it's actually really good, meeting all the fables and lore of all about them and trying to track down the crime and what have you. Really good. I finished it on both, I think I finished it on both 360 and 1. I've definitely finished it once. If I finished it once, I think I finished it on the 1. I don't think I've done the 360. And this doesn't say if it's got the whole game on. I think it has, where some of them are just like episode 1, such as this next one. So yeah, this is episode 1 on disc, but it is the season pass disc. So I think you have to download the rest, which you can't do anymore because of obviously Telltale going under. But yeah, we've got the Batman Telltale games. I finished that one as well. Quite enjoyed it. But again, I think I've done both of them on the 1 and just the first episode on the 360. So I need to finish them off. So hopefully I can do it through that. I'm not sure. I've not tried it yet. I actually have this on the PS3 and didn't have it on the 360. So it's Red Dead Redemption or Dead Nightmare. Although I think I already bought it digitally when it was on like sale or offer. So I do have it, but nice to have the physical version of it. And it is just Red Dead with zombies basically. I've only played this a little bit. I need to get back on to Red Dead and get that finished. Quite enjoyed it. And one more of the wrestling games knocked off. Got quite a few now. There's only a few more I need. It does have its hologram there, and it's WW2K15. And a wrestler I actually know, but just through movies more than anything else. John Cena, if I'm not mistaken. That is all complete. So that's that. And they were the kind of trade gifts from Al. And like I say, I still owe Al a few games, so we'll get them sorted. Pop them down there, and then on to the hunt. So, went to a city relatively close to me, and had a good gander around. There was a particular shop we wanted to go and see, but this happened. when you go game hunting with Bed Game Out on a Monday and the best shop's closed on a Monday.
Shocking.
Booking closed. Yeah, it was closed. We already know it was closed. We did check ahead. I actually tried to get him to open just for us, but weren't having it. So he's going to come down again, and we are going to check the shop out because it's not long opened before lockdown happened, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, we looked through the windows and that. It's got some, looks like it's got great stock in there, good selection. So we do want to have a good look around there. But we had a look around everywhere else: charity shops, cash converters, cash generators, games, CX, obviously. Another independent game store, which we'll get to. So yeah, let's crack on. The first one we hit as we kind of came out of the car park and what have you, on the way into town, was the independent shop, but it was still closed. Hadn't opened yet because we got there about 9, half 9. So we said we'll look around everywhere else and we can come here on the way back. So the next shop up was Cash Generators, I think it was. I didn't really find anything in there. They didn't have much at all. I think Al got a couple of bits, maybe one. But I'd seen this and Al said, oh, some of them games can be quite expensive or go for a bit of money. And I looked at the price of it. I thought, well, I'll definitely pick it up for that. Give it a go, see what it's like. And the reason I picked it up is because I literally only had 2 20p's in my pocket as change. And this game was 20p. So it's Kokoto Magic Circus on the Wii. All complete and in really nice condition with the other booklet there as well. So yeah, I'll just take that out. Because the thing with these is they don't put stickers on anymore. They just slide the price in the cover, which is really nice. And yeah, it was, if my camera will focus on that, let's try and... It's not going to like it, is it? Yeah, can we see it? 20p. And get the focus back. So just because I had a 20p piece on my person, I thought, yeah, give it a go. I could have checked the price on my phone there and then, but I didn't even think. I just got it for 20p. And it's not an expensive game. I think CX sell it for 50p a pound, so not much at all. But for 20p, really not too bothered. And then from there we went round to, that was cash converters. Then we went to cash generators. That's it. Where I found 3 360 titles and they were in a deal. So these were $2.50 each, or it was 3 for a £5. So basically you got one free, which was quite handy because one's just a sports title. But the first one I picked up was Disney Pixar's Brave with the Connect logo. I think this was a Games with Gold at some point because I have already got it digitally and finished it. But really nice condition on that one. And one more for the collection. Just as you'd expect, a kiddie Disney game, platformer. It was alright, very easy gamer score if you like that. And then we have Ruse, Don't Believe What You See. Don't know much about this game at all. Some kind of strategy game, I believe. Looking at the pictures, yeah, no idea really. But again, pretty good condition. So happy with that. Just checking that's recording. And the one sports game we picked up, which I don't have, and obviously it was free. NHL 12 with the logo. Always good to get that hologram logo on there. And it does have its little manual and a couple of flyers actually with a code on one for, I guess, the online pass because it's EA. So hopefully that will still work, although I'm not too bothered if it doesn't. And like I say, them 3 were a £5, and I think the Brave game alone is somewhere between £6 and £10 game on its own. So didn't do too bad on them 3 actually. Did alright. Anyway, from there, moving back up into town, we nipped into the Argos because we had both previously ordered ahead a few games because they've got some games really cheap on the Xbox One, which one game in particular you could actually trade in for more than what you bought it for basically. So you could only order 2, so I ordered 2 to trade in. I already had 2 copies of this game because me and the missus both had one because we played co-op, but both of our copies came from either a car boot or a friend, and they were both a bit dinged, weren't in perfect condition. So obviously I traded in my 2 copies, and I got 2 brand new sealed copies of State of Decay. And these were like £2 something each. So yeah, and they trade in for a £5, so you made like £3 on each. So made £6 on the 2 I traded in, and we now have a nice brand new copy each of them. So that's for me and Mrs. I'll put them over there because she'll want her copy. And the other 2 games which were really cheap as well, again these were like £2 each or something, so I've got just to add into the collection. Even though this one's on Game Pass, I've been playing it, and the thing with Game Pass is you never know when a game's gonna leave or whatever. Although this is a Microsoft game, so it will probably be staying there. But Crackdown 3, so yeah, like £2, brand new sealed, just can't moan at that at all. And the last one, which I've not actually played yet, and I think this is also on Game Pass, but it has the potential of leaving, is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and it's got some exclusive in-game content in there as well. So yeah, we'll give that a go. I don't mind them kind of games, and I've been wanting to play it. I held off just in case it left Game Pass and I hadn't finished it, but now I've got a physical copy. I can kind of play it at will, which is fine. And the other couple of bits I found cheap, there was I think 3 or 4 of these different ones, and the others in the sets were all out of stock. Everywhere I tried to get them, they just didn't have them. This was the only one they had, and luckily they had it at this store. It was £10, but I think they're between £15 and £20, and the game alone is more than to buy this as a bundle for what I got it for. We've seen it around quite a bit actually. I think it's like the game alone is £15, and I got this for a tenner, and it is the Play and Watch double pack, game and film double pack, Lego. Yeah, DC Supervillains on the Xbox One, which I've not played yet, so wanted that anyway. And I've got the Lego Batman movie in there as well, as like I say, the double pack, which is just nice to have. They added one more which I really wanted, and I think it was the Lego Movie 1 and 2 game pack. And then they had a Lego movie game with the Lego Movie, and what was the other one? Ninjago game and Ninjago movie, but they were all out of stock. But I managed to get one, so happy with that. All brand new sealed, nice cheap games. And speaking of games, we went over to Game Next, I believe, because okay, we did go in all the charity shops in between, but we basically found nothing. They'd been plundered or just hadn't got stuff in. They were a bit poor actually. So I didn't do too well in the charity shops. But went over to Game, and I found me four nice, really cheap Xbox One games. And these were under £4 each. So the first one picked up, yeah, it got a £5 on it, but then down again to £3.99. Shadows Awakening, just some kind of RPG, top down. It looks alright. I like this kind of game, so for £4 I thought I'd give that a go and see what it's like. Just say it includes a digital soundtrack and art book as well. So it's actually got a manual in there, and it is an actual manual as well. It's got a few pages to it with pictures and everything and words. So yeah, something you don't get in the Xbox One anymore, so that was really nice to get. Then this one, which is on Game Pass, and I kept looking whether to play it or not, but now I've got it, I'll give it a go. And I think this one, did this one come with the... No, not this one. So it's a day one edition of The Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut. Because we've got this physical bonus content, we get a firearm, an axe, some boots, a skin, something else, and a double-sided poster, which is inside the case there, with a little slip of paper with some I guess them are codes and what have you. Yeah, double-sided poster. One side's got a map and one side has the kind of the artwork that you see there on the game of all the characters there. So it's basically that poster and then a map on the other side, I guess, of the game world and what have you. But again, a nice little kind of RPG which I'll go through at some point. I picked this one up, and then when I got home, it had just gone on to Games with Gold. So yeah, but I'm glad I got this version because it does come with something really cool. So again, this said £5 on it, but then got knocked down to £3.99, and that is Dungeons 3 on the Xbox One. And this comes with a host of stuff. So we've got obviously the game, a throne room DLC, a coaster, and the digital soundtrack. And again, this is like a top-down RPG as well. And yeah, it comes with an actual coaster, which is really cool. So it's got snot visor on it for like a beer coaster, Dungeons 3. I really like that. That's a nice little touch, nice little add-on. And this has a nice, really thick manual on it. This is probably the thickest manual I've ever seen in a Xbox One game. Quite a few pages. How many pages have we got? 21, 22, 23 pages. 23 page manual in an Xbox One game. Loving it. Here we are, back to real gaming. So yeah, really happy to have that physical actually. That's a nice little addition. And then this one, which both me and Al wanted, but they only had one copy, and I got there first because he was looking at, I think, the PS4 games at the time. And it's a strategy game. Looking at it, it looks like it's going to play a lot like the Commandos game. I've got Commandos 2 on the OG Xbox, which I used to play quite a bit in the day. And it looks like that kind of style of game, but it's set in a feudal Japan. So obviously my kind of thing. It's Shadow Tactics, and again it was up at £5 but knocked down to £3.99, so £4. And all of them games I got for free because I had points on my card which covered the lot. So I got them all for free anyway. I thought I'd better use my points up because there's not really much more I want from a game at the minute. I was going to get Resident Evil, the newest one, but they wanted £60 for the base game with nothing with it. I'm like, sod that. Oh wait, it'll come down. I'll get it from somewhere else. I know there's a steelbook and stuff, so I'll get that. But yeah, just come with a slip of paper with controls in there as well. And that looks really good. I'll be jumping on this pretty soon. So explore the fascinating world of ancient Japan during the Edo period. So there we are. Show strategic finesse and master seamlessly impossible challenges. Control up to 5 totally different characters with unique skills and conquer 13 missions over 3 difficulty settings. And the graphics look really nice on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see very well on there. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing that one. Not too bad. Then we nipped, let's see, from there we went round a few more charity shops. Again, nothing. One of them had actually closed down and one was shut, so we did miss out on 2. Nipped into Forbidden Planet, had a look around there, and then nipped over to HMV because I wanted to look at what new movies and stuff were out, see if I could get any steelbooks. Didn't really find anything until I come across this, and they only had one copy of this version anyway, and it had been knocked down in sale. It said it was £15 down to £8, £7.99. Don't know anything about it. I'm not seeing it yet. It's obviously still sealed, but it did come with a nice little bonus. And I was holding it in my hand for ages, looking at it, and I was thinking, do I really want it? And I was thinking, I can't leave it because there's only one, and it's only £8. But it's Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge Limited Edition gift set with a Scorpion figurine. So let's try and get the glare off there. Let's hold it that side. So there we go. So we do get a Scorpion figurine. The glare is real today. Look at that. In there, and the case is nice and kind of shiny as well. But like I say, it's $7.99. It's only something like 80 minutes long, and yeah, it's about Scorpion becoming Scorpion, fighting in the tournament, and songs, Horde of Outworld, and all that kind of stuff. I'll watch it later, give it a go, and see what it's like. But just got that Scorpion figures. Pretty cool. He's one of my favourite characters, so I had to pick it up. I had to. Let's put that on my movies to watch. Then let's just do a little shuffle. So by this time we went into CEX. I had a load of more stuff to trade in as well, so I traded all that in, as well as the extra copies of State of Decay I had to trade in, but couldn't actually find anything in that CEX to pick up. One reason, because Al went running around the 360 shelves and literally just raided it and picked up everything he needed. And he did pick up a few that I needed, but I went too fast. He'd grabbed them. But I made quite a bit of credit on my stuff because we were going to another CX anyway. So out from there, we pretty much finished up with, because there's 2 CXs, one's a really small one, didn't have anything at all. Al may have picked up a game from there. I can't remember if he did get it or not. Watch his video, you'll see what he got. Yeah, a few more bust charity shops, grabbed something to eat, and then down to the other independent store, and I can't remember what it's called now. It's not Game World, that was another one, because it used to be a game shop, closed down, and it's opened as another game shop. Can't remember what it's called. But yeah, got quite a bit of 360 stuff from there. All various prices, and there was a deal. If you had so many of the same price games, then you know you got it as a multi-deal. I can't remember what they were, but we'll just go through the games and I'll show you what I've got. So this was up at $6.99. So I obviously didn't pay the price on what any of these games have got on them because they were in multi-deals. So 3 Kinect games for the Kinect set. So Just Dance 2015, that was up at $6.99. I had checked the prices on pretty much all of these while in there, and they were all under CX price anyway, especially with the multi-deal bargain as well. And they all come with manuals and whatever they need in. So flyers in that one. Obviously dance game. Zumba Fitness Rush was up at $2.99. And when I got home, Ross Bahar had messaged asking if anyone needed this game, and literally just got one at a charity shop and had a spare. And I was like, I've literally just bought that. So that was a bit unlucky, but we got it anyway. It's all good. And one more Kinect is a Zumba Fitness Join the Party. Yes, join the Zumba Party. That was up at $1.99. It was nothing. That's got a really thick manual on it. But yeah, all in really good condition. I think there's only one case that needs replacing further down. This one got quite a good saving on this one actually. It got it up at $18.99, but when I checked CX, it was like a £30 game. So yeah, more than a £10 saving on this one. So I was happy with that. So like I say, these were all 360. Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD collection. So nice well, collection, I think of the word I was looking for, compilation. So it's got Dragon Ball Z Budokai and Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 on it. Why it hasn't got number 2 on, I don't know. It's a bit weird. But yeah, just them 2. It's got the manual and a register code as well. Again, just really nice condition. So I wasn't leaving that, saving more than a tenner on it. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball. I'm not really interested in Dragon Ball, but we'll give them a go. Then one, I've seen quite a few people pick this up lately, or at least show it. So I was quite happy to get it in there. And again, got this a lot cheaper than what CX was selling it for. It was up at $8.99, but again, it was in a multi-deal. And it's the Midway Arcade Origins compilation disc with over 30 games, it says. I'll show you the back in a minute so you can look at them. Really nice condition on this one. Nice flat crisp manual. Yeah, I'm not going to read them out, but Root Tapper's on there. I do like me some Root Tapper. Hopefully you can see when I find a decent angle. Let's try that way. Oh, there, we got it. Can you read that? Pause if you want to see what else is on there. Hopefully you can see them all. They are the games on the Midway Arcade collection. This is the only one without a manual, I think, because it doesn't come with a manual. Al thought it did, but then after checking later, we found out it doesn't come with a manual. This one was also up at $8.99, and it was Snoopy's Grand Adventure. So a Snoopy game, just looks like a platformer, so could be alright. I'll run through that. And obviously it has the writing in the back, so it doesn't come with any kind of manual as far as I know. We did check quite a lot of eBay sellings and none of them had paperwork or manuals, so that was that. And this one is my last Call of Duty game that I need on a 360. So Call of Duty is finished. And it is Black Ops 3. This was up at $4.99, but obviously the 360 version only has multiplayer and zombies, so I will pretty much never play this because I only really like to run through the campaign, so I'll get it on the one which has the campaign and I'll play it that way. But it says it's supposed to have a digital download of Black Ops 1 as well with it. That's not in there, so that actually doesn't have the manual or any kind of paperwork, so I'm not sure about that one. Includes bonus content for game download, yeah. I don't know, so I might have to look out for one of them codes somewhere to fill that up. I don't know, I might play a little bit, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the achievements work on that then, if there's no campaign. I'll have to look that up. But it's Call of Duty finished now on the 360. Then this one, I thought it was a bit almost like a theme park game, but I'm not sure that it is. It says over 30 mini games on it. I don't know, something to do with coasters. I thought it might be a bit more theme parky, but I'm not quite sure. I've not played it. Up at $4.99 was Thrillville Off the Rails. That one needs the case replacement. It's just a bit cracked there at the bottom. Nothing major. Cases all day long for these. This one was quite a saving actually. It was up at $4.99. I'm sure it was like a £10 game in CEX. The Godfather. On obviously the 360. And this looks a bit kind of GTA-y. So you go around shooting stuff, obviously doing mafia, gangster stuff, driving around the city, shooting things, yeah. Godfather films over, oh, just so you can buy them on DVD and VHS. Wow. Just a nice little one-player game. The manual's a little bit creased on that one, but not too bad. Not played that yet, so we'll give that a go. And while we're there, we also found The Godfather 2, and this one was up at $2.99. I think I've played this one. I think this was a Games with Gold way back, so I've got it digitally. I have started this one, I believe, and yeah, it is a lot kind of GTA-y. You go around in your cars doing missions, shooting gangsters and whatever, and taking over sections of the city and all that kind of stuff. Quite enjoyable. Nice condition on that one. Got the manual and everything. So that's both Godfather games done. And still in there, we have was up at $2.99. Flat Out Ultimate Carnage. I think these were like 4 games for whatever it was. I can't remember. It was cheap anyway. Yeah, Flat Out Ultimate Carnage. I think it's a bit kind of burnout-y. You just smash each other up. Single player with 12 drivers, choice of 48 cars, 39 tracks, 6 different environments, and 8,000 objects to destroy per track. So yeah, basically just smashing stuff up. So yeah, give that a go. The manual does have a sticker in that, or had a sticker in that top corner. It's a bit warped. Other than that, not too bad. Then this one, wow, there is a story behind this game. This was up at $2.99 from Konami. Hellboy, The Science of Evil. This one can actually be a bit of a pain to find. Yeah, it's not rare or anything, but is, I'd say, uncommon or just awkward to find. Really nice, thick, chunky manual on that one. Yeah, and the story with this one is, anyone who knows achievements and stuff, most games, or all games, pretty much come with a base 1000G to get, and then obviously games can get DLC to add more onto it. This game had, or has, 1000G. However, the last 3 or 4 achievements are unlockable. You can't get them because they were going to be DLC, but for some reason they put them on the game and then never released the DLC, so you can't get them. There's been petitions and everything up to try and get these achievements out and whatever, but yeah, to no avail. However, if you do get all the achievements that you can possibly get, it does count as a game completion on the site True Achievements, which I have. I have finished it and got them all, other than the ones that were unlockable. So it sits at something like 960, I think. Gamer score on that. You can't get the full 1000. The achievements are there to see. You just can't get them because they never released them. Yeah, it's a bit silly. It was a bit of a weird title. So yeah, that's that one. And that is a kind of, I can't even remember, third-person just action shooter type game. Then this one I picked up just to try and make a bit on, because he was selling it really cheap. So it was up at $2.99 and obviously in a bundle. And yeah, Al said he recently sold it. I think he said he sold it on eBay for like £15. So I'm going to try and do the same. It is a really good game, and one I need to finish as well. And it can be a hard game to find. When I first went looking for this, it took me ages to get it. I do have it now, which is why I want another copy and try and sell it on to recoup some of the funds. And it's Imagine and the Forsaken Kingdom. Yeah, for $2.99. Like I say, Al said he sold it for $15 not long ago. So hopefully I can get somewhere near that. It is in good condition. It does have a sticker on the manual, which is a bit of a pain, but I'll try and get that off. If not to worry, I won't be keeping it. But yeah, if you are a 360 collector, this is one to look out for. Good game, niche little title, and it can be a pain to find as well. So I'm glad I got another one for cheap. And this one, it just gave me this for free anyway, so I didn't even pay for this, even though it was only 50p. Just a sports title, Madden 08, just for that set. And yeah, it's not in great condition either. It has a bit of mould or marking up there, so we'll actually need to replace that. Bit placeholder, that'll do. I think the case is fine, so I can even use that as one of my case replacements. That's all right. Well, need a drink. Drying up. It's not raining now anyway. The sun's trying to come back out. I had a good chat with Al and everything as we were going around as well and planning other stuff. So that was all good. So that was the end of my kind of local city. We headed off into the car. Al had to go and see Stu, Tutti UK, to sort out a deal that he'd organised. So we nipped in first to kind of Stu's local town and raided that. Well, we say raided, we didn't get much. He'd already warned us there weren't much there, and there really wasn't. There was one charity shop with a few bits in, but the prices were ridiculous, like proper top end prices. It was absolutely crazy. Like they'd obviously look the prices up and put them in. They did have, I'd noticed in the window, a copy. I'm just looking at mine, make sure I have got it. I knew I had it. Of Final Fantasy 12, the guide, a nice big thick chunky one. I think they got it up in the window for like £10 or something, which probably isn't too bad, but when you get it from a charity shop, 10 quid for a book is what they class it as. Yeah, it's a bit steep, but I already had it, so I left it anyway. But just before going around the charity shops, there is a kind of independent game store as well, which we nipped in to have a look. I did find 3 games, and 2 of them were for the OG Xbox. I'm all back to front, there we are. So we have 2 more titles, nothing great, they're both sports titles, but it's 2 more knocked off the set. We've got Madden 2004, and it's got its hologram. That was just £1. All complete, nice thick chunky manual, it's all good. And NBA 2K3, that was up at £150. And that again is all complete with a nice thick chunky manual. So I mean, it's these sports titles that can be a pain to find. So good to get 2 more of them knocked off and getting that little step closer to that full set. And one more game which I'd seen on 360. It was only 360 game in there I needed. As Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit. So we've got a few Dragon Ball games in this visit, because I didn't really have many. I'd stayed away from it, and that was only £3. That's not too bad on that one. I think it's about a £6 game, I'm not sure. Might be thinking of the PS3 version, but probably similar. Again, one-on-one fighter as far as I know. 3D fighter, Dragon Ball stuff, yeah. But we did find a couple of bits in the charity shop. I don't think Stu will be too bothered because the R360 doesn't collect 360 and there's no trading on them. It was just for the collection, just obviously a lot cheaper than what they would be to buy. So I managed to get myself, I think, a couple of these. Did Al need some of these? No, it was the others. So yeah, for 99p we got Tony Hawk's Ride. I don't have many of the Tony Hawk games actually. Let me have a look quickly. Where's my TOs? There. 1, 2. I have 2. Proving Ground and Project 8 are the only ones I've got, and now Ride. Can't remember how many there is on the 360. But that's all nicely completed. Complete, should I say. Really nice condition on that one, apart from little mark on the front cover. SmackDown vs Raw 2011 for 99p. I thought this would be about a 50p game, but it's not. It's like £2.50 I think in CX. So a bit of saving again. We've got the hologram. Just a wrestling game. It's got its manual. It's all good. One more of them knocked off. Nice and cheap. Over G Fighters for $1.99. So a fighter playing, I don't know, sim or shooter, not really sure. Kick the tires and light the fires. Turn and burn in more than 30 of the most powerful military aircraft. Dogfight up to 8 players on live. And more than 75 single player missions. Track bogies using a realistic HUD for each aircraft. And arm your aircraft with a wide range of lethal weaponry. So yeah, kind of a flight sim shooter all in one, I guess. Not my kind of thing, but I might give it a go. That has a massively thick chunky manual in that one. It weighs a ton. Yeah, really thick manual on that one. Yeah, just nice to get for a couple of quid, a bit cheaper. And this one as well, I think it was, this is about, again I want to say a £6-ish game. £6 to £8 in CX, but up for $3.99. It's quite expensive for a charity shop, but again, I think they checked the prices and it was slightly under their price anyway. It's absolutely hammering it down again now. Colin McRae Dirt 2. I thought I had it, but I don't. I have Dirt and Dirt 3. So now that is all the Colin McRae Dirts finished on the 360. And it makes that all nice and complete. I think I have this digitally, which is where I got confused. It was probably a Games with Gold. That is all complete as well with a really nice manual. That is actually really nice condition case. That's kind of like new. It's nice and sheeny and smooth. And then across from that charity shop there was, I think it said Cash Converters, one of them kind of stores. Didn't have much in at all, but like I said, I had two 20p's in my pocket and I found another game for 20p, so I couldn't leave it behind when I just got 20p in my pocket, so I had to give it over for DJ Hero for 20p. It's only like a 50p game, so I saved 30p, but I just had to change my pocket, so I had to pick it up. It does say not for resale, so it is I think the bundle game that came with the decks. I don't have the decks. I wouldn't mind getting some, although it does have in there the manual and the kind of extra paperwork which I think comes with the deck, so at least I have that already for when I hopefully find some decks. 20p. So that's that one done. Then we went over to their CEX to see if we could find anything with our credit, and yeah, we both just kind of raided the 360 shelf, just grabbing stuff that we needed. Again, I was there with piles getting stuff that I needed as well, but I managed to get up 3, and each time, I think the first 2 I picked up, he was like, I need that, and like, so do I. So I got these 2, and then the third one, which is quite a pricey one, he'd already got. I did pick up a 4th game as well, but it didn't have his manual, and that was another Dragon Ball game, and I'd not seen it before either, so I was a bit gutted actually. I think there was also a game which Al wanted, which was his most expensive game of the day, and that also didn't have his manual, so we both looked out at the same time from the same place with no manuals. But 2 cheaplies, only on Xbox title, Dancing Stage Universe, £1, with no mat. Did say it doesn't come with a mat. I'm really not fussed. I don't have space to have a mat hanging around for no reason. It does have a cracked case, so it needs a replacement on that, but the manual is in nice condition. So Dancing Stage game. And Disney's Sing It, featuring music from Camp Rock, whatever that is, and that was just £1 as well. I think it's just a singing lips kind of style game. Hopefully some easy game to score with that one. Again, nice manual, so that's not too bad. And we got a Spider-Man game, one that I needed, Friend or Foe, and it was up at £18. I think this was around 20 to 25 not long ago, so it's slightly come down a bit, so good time to grab it. Hopefully it will go back up. But yeah, I like the Spider-Man games on the 360. Really been enjoying them, so we'll get on that one and see how that goes. This looks a bit more kind of cartoony animated than the other Spider-Mans, so you can team up with Spider-Man with famous enemies or allies. Got quite a few on there. Team up with 2-player co-op, so that's pretty cool. Defeat famous villains and turn them into allies. Enjoy funny twists on famous big screen moments. Okay, that's pretty cool. So looking at the back, we've got your classic Green Goblin, Rhino, Sandman, Venom, Doc Ock, Electro. I don't know who the woman is on the back there. Who's that woman in the middle? You can see her very well because of my bad glaring focus. I'll get my face out of the way. No, not gonna. It's probably a version of Gwen Stacy. I'm not sure. I don't know who it is. But yeah, I'll give that a go. Hopefully that plays pretty well as well. Third person fighter by the looks of it. And breathe. There we are. My batch is just about to run out as well, so good timing. That was our trip with Big Game Owl around 2 local-ish cities. So we are meeting up again soon in a couple of weeks for a special event and hopefully a tour and some more pickups there. I've now got to catalogue all this and make space for it on the wall because my 360 shelf is actually full, and now I've got all these games to add into it. So I don't know where I'm going to put them. It takes me well over 800 360 games now as well, so on the way to that collection. Hope you've enjoyed, guys. I know it's a lot of Xbox, but I do collect a lot of Xbox, but not just Xbox, collect other stuff as well. So just get it as and when it comes. Let me know if there's anything there that did catch your eye, anything you're interested in, what's good to play, what have you been playing any of these. And hopefully we'll see you soon, and this hasn't been too long, so bye for now.